Hi everyone, hope you're all staying safe and hope you're all tickety-boo in these weird times that we're having at the moment. Anyway, the lockdown itself, realistically, it's given us plenty of time to do other things, so I thought I'd give my studio, stroke gym, stroke office a bit of a makeover.
Play it back like a million times because I know that you're the absolute, the original.
Now I think I've got the smallest office stroke studio stroke gym in the world, and if you've got a smaller one with all of this kit in it, then why don't you leave a comment down below. But seriously, I built this about 12-18 months ago, and I've come up with the name of Gasfis. It's basically a combination of garage, office, gym and studio, because it's built in half of my garage, and it's only 2 meters by 2 meters. So if you've got a smaller one than that with all of this in it, like I said, leave a comment down below. In a sec, I'm going to show you how you can do it at home as well, and it's reasonably inexpensive. Plus, I'm going to come up with some little tiny space saving ideas that will really make a difference. In fact, some of them will actually change your life. So a lot of people have been doing makeovers lately, haven't they? And I've picked up a few ideas off them. One of them in particular is this old background behind me. I've made it grey because then it makes the skin tones easier to colour grade when you're actually doing stuff in post-edit. So a few of you have asked to have a look around the studio, but before I did that, I thought I'd give it a bit of a makeover, and I wanted to show you some of the space-saving ideas. In fact, I think Casey Neistat would have been impressed with some of these. So the one that I'm really interested in showing you is this little thing. I reckon it will change your life. Also, while I've been doing the makeover and giving a bit of a clear out, I found loads of bits that I haven't even reviewed yet. In fact, some of them I haven't even opened the boxes on. Yeah. And some giveaways. In fact, today I'm going to set up a competition to give away a GoPro bag. That's not just an ordinary GoPro bag, it's this one here. Hopefully you can see it. It's a really good piece of kit. I've done a review on it and there'll be a link up there. But if you want to win this one, it's worth over 140 quid. Stay tuned and I'll tell you later. So I'll tell you how to do that later. Anyway, before I start, I wanted to show you how this all started. This is just the front end of our garage. And as you can see, it looked terrible and the sound quality was quite terrible as well. So a lot of the stuff I've done on here is to give better sound insulation, make it warmer in here and makes it more pleasing to the eye. And the thing to remember, it doesn't matter really what it looks like, because a garage is just as good a place to start. It's just that you can build on it from there, just like I've done. Let's have a look at what this used to look like. Pretty shocking really. And what you got to remember is that the garage was a good place to start, because my wife wouldn't let me do this in the house. I just wanted to give it a go, have a bit of fun with it. My mate wanted to join in as well. So after time, what I did was stuck up some partition walls just like this, put insulation in it just like this as well, because then that gave better soundproofing. It also made it warmer in the winter. And then wired in some electrics and lighting so that it made it more cozy. And also it was used for my daytime office job. So I gave it a lick of paint and this is what it looked like. It's my studio, it's my gym, and it's also my office for a daytime job. Now, following a bit of makeover, this is what it looks like. Right, so what do you think? Let me know down below in the comments. Anyway, there was another reason for doing this, and that's because of the lockdown at the moment. And if, like me, you're working from home, you've got to have something that's a bit inviting to go to each day. And also, the benefit of having it in your office, or your office in your garage even, is the fact that you actually have to leave home to go there, so it's a bit like commuting to work. And at the end of the day, you can close the door and go in and relax with the family and do something more interesting. So if you're going to do something similar or build your own one or make one smaller than mine, then why don't you leave a comment down below with a link to the video, because I'd love to watch it, because everybody can share the ideas then. Okay, let's get on to today's giveaway, the GoPro bag. It's a brilliant piece of kit. I have done a review on that and there'll be a link in the description down below if you want to know a bit more about it, or you can go and look at it online yourself. It's 140 quid, it's really well put together, so it's a really good giveaway to some lucky winner. And also, if you watch the review on it, there'll be another chance to win it as well. So you'll get 2 chances to actually win it. And in the description on that one, it will tell you how you can also enter to win it. And what I'll do is draw out one of the winners at the end of May.
Oh, yes.
Also, there's going to be another giveaway today. Now, my favourite programme on Netflix, if you haven't already watched it, is Stranger Things. The reason being is I grew up in that time, and it's absolutely an awesome, epic series. And, you know, I can't wait till the next season comes out. Unfortunately, it's probably going to be the last one. Anyway, enough about that. I've been buying the Stranger Things figures because I've tried to get the old collection. And the problem with that is because they're randomly selected in the mini ones, you end up with a load of extra ones. So what I'm going to do today is give you the chance to win one. There'll be loads of these being won throughout the season of videos. So if you want to have more chances of winning them, then why don't you hit that subscribe? And it couldn't be easier to win it. All you have to do is leave a comment down below. And then I'll randomly select one at the end of the week, and then I'll send it out to you free of charge. And don't worry, you can enter both competitions, because if you win the Stranger Things figurine, then I'll enter you straight into the GoPro one anyway. And then that way you got a chance of winning both. Also, in a second, I've been going through all the kit, like I said earlier on. There's loads of stuff I've still got to review. But I'm going to do a giveaway in a second to someone who actually entered James Matthews' recent challenge on YouTube, the old spinning shot one. So hopefully, if you're watching this, you'll get to know about it. Right, let's start a tour of the studio though, so I can show you the things that I've done, and hopefully it'll give you some ideas for yours. The first one though is this wall over here. Now, this was a tip from the Everything Man, Anthony Tem. He basically has been stuck at home like us as well, and what he's been doing is he's upgraded his studio. In fact, that's what gave me a kick up the arse to do this one. Now, he's gone and done his in black, and the reason being is that if you have a colour that's completely away from your skin tones, then apparently it makes it easier to colour grade and balance. So I'm going to actually find that out today, aren't I, really, because this is the first time I've done it. I've chosen grey, and the reason being is that that some people say that grey is one of the ones that you use for white balancing, but also I find a lot of my kits in black, so I thought if I had it in black and I want to do some demos on it or do reviews and things like that, then it wouldn't show up that well. Now, this stuff itself is just really easy. It's peel and stick wallpaper. It doesn't look perfect if you looked up close, but actually for a background, it's a really nice matte finish so that you don't get any reflection of the lights on it. Now, you'll remember earlier on I said I found loads of kit that I hadn't reviewed yet. So before I show you where I've got all my storage and all my batteries and everything else like that, and believe me, I've got a hell of a lot of kit down there, yeah, let's have a look at this. And loads of giveaways in here. I've got ND filters to give away, microphones, wireless transmitters, bags, like I said, the GoPro one. I've got a few other bags as well. And to be honest with you, I'm gonna have to get on move on with these reviews because I've been meaning to do them for ages. But as soon as we're locked up at home, maybe I can start doing that now. So if you're interested in them, why don't you hit that subscribe as well? Plus, like I said, I'm gonna have loads of giveaways. Now, for the giveaway today.
I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it.
So James Matthews last month, he set us all a challenge. It was called the Spin Shot Challenge.
The spinning shot of peace and prosperity.
I entered it, I used my drone for it, but when I read the rules afterwards, I didn't realise that I'd cocked it all up. Anyway, it teach me to read it, won't it? But there was some awesome stuff in there, so go and check it out. There'll be links down below for his actual channel if you haven't already met him. Go and check him out, mate. He's really awesome. He's tickety-boo. All his stuff he does is fantastic. And there was this one person who entered into it called Kirsten. I think that's how you pronounce it anyway. She did an awesome one with some coffee beans, but it was how she adapted things to do it. And what she did, she used, I think it was a pink crash helmet, some dumbbells and things like that to balance out her overhead light so that she could get it all done. And guys, you know, the link for that one's down below as well, and it was absolutely amazing. But Kirsten, what I'm going to do is I've got a set of these sandbags for you. I'm going to send them out to you. So leave us your address down below or contact me on the email and I'll get them sent out to you and you'll know what these are for. I said at the beginning I was going to show you these little beauties, and the thing with these is they're so awesome. They're really cheap and you won't believe what you can do with them. You can actually use them for fixing lighting onto it, you can put cameras onto it, you put backdrops, and also I've done a head over setup with it, and you won't believe how simple and cheap it is to make a really sturdy one, because unless you fix these down, you don't really have much hope with it. But of course, you've got to want to or be able to drill them into your wall. So if it's in your front living room and things like that, I doubt you'll be allowed to do it, especially when my missus wouldn't let me anyway. Right, so storage in a small place like this is pretty damn hard, and to make sure you do it properly, you've got to be organised, got to have everything in the right sort of packaging and so on and so forth, and actually push the way out the way so you can actually get around, use this as a gym and a studio. But come and have a look at mine. So there it is. I've got all the boxes over there, I've got the printer here, I've got everything labelled up, and also I've got this nice little neat place over here for the battery charging. It gets it all out of the way, it saves all those untidy wires. I have got them pretty tidy in here anyway, but it gets everything out of the way, and it also means that you don't actually have them interfering or flashing away in the background. Not bad, I think that's pretty tickety-boo. Right, so let's get on to these little fixings. These ones here. Now, they're dirt cheap, and as you expect, there's a link down below. It is an affiliated one, but actually, at the cost of these, you can afford to go and buy a good dozen of them and keep them as spares and use them all around your studio. I really, really would recommend it. Now, I'm sure you can come up with loads of other ideas on this, and if you do think of something else to use them for, again, leave them in the comments down below. Let's share them about with everybody. But this is what I've used them for. Quite a few little bits and bobs around the old studio, and it really does save space and make everything nice and secure. So first of all, I've got one up here in the corner, as you can see. I've got a little small rig ball head on there. All right, tilts all around, and obviously you can attach whatever you want on there. In fact, we can put one of these lights up in there. Yeah, you can put cameras on there, do loads of different stuff with it. So that's one thing you can use them for. The other thing you can do is stick them onto a ceiling and attach this pole to it. The beauty of this pole is you can hang a backdrop from it like this, or it's a great way of setting up an overhead system for when you want to do those unboxing sessions, or take some overhead photos, or show how to put something together and everything like that. So it's really good for when you're doing the overhead shots. Nice and steady, nice sturdy stuff, and also it means you can attach whatever you want on it like this. You can have your light up there, you can have your microphone up there, you can have your camera up there. In fact, it's endless what you can put up there with a load of small rig attachments. Oh, and by the way, if you're interested in a small rig, I believe I've got a discount code down below for 10%. So if you want to buy any little bits and bobs, little clamps and things like that you've seen today, why don't you go and use that link as well, and also use the code that's there.
Let me see.
So what I've done with them is set them up in 4 different places. Here, 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 and here. So this means I can change the background in 4 different places. And that way I can do different reviews, different tutorials, and it looks like you're in different places. And when I get the money, I'm going to buy some different backdrops, and it'll look even different each time. Quick look at the gym. I've got all this stuff up here on the wall over here. Also my cross trainers there. I've got my daughter's weights up on there. We've got all the bands on there. We've got everything tied up nice and neatly out of the way. Plus my weights are down here. So I've got this cheap old TV that used to be in one of the rooms up here on the wall. Stuck the old Fire Stick in there so I can watch Netflix and Amazon. And everything's just tucked away nicely. And you won't believe you can do anything you can think of gym-wise, because what I've also done is fitted these. And this is another tip for you, the little U-clips. You fix them securely onto the wall and on the ceiling, yeah, and then you get a couple of carabiners. You can attach the old exercise band, the old resistance bands. You can do all different sorts of exercises. Sweet, isn't it? So my final thing is this, what I'm leaning on now. The new electric sit and stand desk. It's superb for doing my day job. It makes sure that I can get up and down, yeah, rather than just sat and slumped in a chair with a bad back and things like that. But it also adds another dimension for different angles of shooting. And it'll act for a desk for doing the head over shots, as I just shown you, make nice thumbnails and things like that. It's really, really useful. So if you're going to make one big investment, I'd definitely invest into one of these. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope it's given you a couple of ideas. If you have, why don't you hit that little subscribe button, because what I'm going to be doing, like I said, is giving more reviews, giving you some different ideas, and also plenty of giveaways during 2020. And after all, we all need a bit of cheering up, don't we? And getting the old freebie here and there, it makes you smile.
Oh, really?
Right, so the GoPro giveaway. That's the one you've all been waiting for, isn't it? Now, I don't want to give it to just anybody willy-nilly, someone who's just going to have it and flog it on someone else, or actually have got plenty of bags themselves. What I'd like to do is help somebody out who's just started up in this, or actually hasn't got much money. And with the lockdown, they might have lost their job and things like that. So it's a 140 quid bag. If you want to buy it yourself, there will be a link down below. And also, don't forget, I've done a little quick review on it, and you could be surprised really at how much kit you can get into this bag. All I want you to do is leave a comment down below and tell me briefly why you deserve it. And don't forget, there's also a second chance of winning it by watching the review, and I explain in there how you get the opportunity to win it. And last but not least, don't forget your chance to win this this little Stranger Things figure out. I'm not going to tell you which one's in there. It's obviously one that I've already got, but I'll get that one sent out to you. That one will be chosen at the end of this week, and I'll do the announcement in the next video. All you have to do is leave a comment down below, and then I'll choose one at random. Stay safe, everyone. Have fun making things. Cheers and gone.